Okay, so here are my six people. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, ready? Step a little inward. Okay, okay. Imagine a world where animals, our fellow inhabitants on this planet, are stripped of their voice, their rights, and their dignity. A world where their suffering goes unnoticed, their pleas for help fall on deaf ears, and their existence becomes merely a means to our ends. This is the sobering reality we face today that demands our attention, compassion, and action. Animal rights are a subject that elicits both emotional and ethical considerations and has become an increasingly vital topic in our society. As humans, we hold the responsibility to protect and advocate for those who cannot speak for themselves. It is time for us to recognize the inherent value and rights of animals, granting them the respect and protection they deserve. In this speech, I will go through the explanations of the problems with animal rights, causes of lack of animal rights, and include solutions on how to make animal rights stronger. With that having said, let's begin to establish some of the problems with animal rights. There are multiple problems that have to do with animal rights. The first being the mistreatment of animals. According to the Humane League, animals in factory farming, for instance, are deprived of natural behaviors, kept in overcrowded and unsanitary conditions, and subjected to painful procedures without anesthesia. They are also confined to cramped spaces, subjected to cruel practices, and exploited for profit. Next, we have the entertainment industry. According to PETA, places like SeaWorld and circuses abuse their animals and simply for the sake of human entertainment. In places like these, trainers use whips, tight collars, muzzles, and electric prods and other painful tools of the trade. Many are forced to perform until they die as well. Lastly, animal testing in the cosmetics and pharmaceutical industries. In this industry, animals are subjected to horrifically painful experience, often without painkillers, according to the Animal League Legal Defense Fund. In the United States, between 85 and 95% of these animals are not protected by the law. Now that we have gone over the problems of animal rights, let's look at the causes behind why animals don't have strong rights. The problems of animal rights violations arises from multiple factors. One of them includes speciesism. According to PETA, speciesism is the human belief that all other animal species are inferior. This toxic mindset is ingrained in our society and results in the misery of many animals. Next, we have economic interests such as factory farming, fur trade, and entertainment, as mentioned. And lastly, legal frameworks and enforcements do not provide strong enough protection for animal rights. Animals are often regarded property under the law rather than sentient beings with their own rights. Now that the causes of why animal rights are inefficient and have been discussed, now let's go over the solutions that you can and how you can support animal rights. The first way you can support them is promoting ethical consumer choices, meaning making conscious decisions that align with animal welfare. According to Beyond Baltimore Plastic, cruelty-free products tend to be healthier and contain less chemicals than non-cruelty-free products. Next, you can support animal advocacy organizations. For example, you can adopt or foster. Consider adopting a pet from a shelter or fostering animals in need. By doing so, you can help to provide a loving home and reduce the stress and reduce the burdens on overcrowded shelters. And lastly, educating and raising awareness about animal rights. You can do this by sharing information on social media, engage in discussions, and educate others about the importance of treatments with animals with compassion. Now that we have gone over the problems, causes, and solutions of animal rights, let's take a moment to explore different perspectives and gather valuable insights through surveys on animal rights. So if you can see this, so I asked a series of questions on the survey, the first being, on a scale of 1 to 10, how concerned are you about the ethical treatment of animals in various industries? As you can see on here, a lot of the people selected that they are very concerned, which varies from slightly concerned, moderately concerned, very concerned, and extremely concerned. Next, I asked, in your opinion, what specific measures should be taken to improve animal rights welfare? A lot of the people also said to just stop testing products on animals or enforce stricter laws that support animal rights. And then lastly, here are just a couple of organizations you can donate to. One of them includes the Humane Society International, which fights against animal testing and promotes the adoption of humane practices in various industries. We also have the World Animal Protection Organization, and lastly, the Animal Equality Organization, in which they focus on exposing and addressing animal cruelty in the food industry. In conclusion, embracing animal rights is not just an option, but an imperative rooted in morality, environmental sustainability, and the construction of compassionate society. By recognizing animals as sentient beings deserving of respect, we elevate our own humanity. It is our responsibility to advocate for stronger legal protections, promote ethical and sustainable practice, and educate others about the importance of animal rights. Together, let us strive toward a future where animals are treated with the compassion, dignity, and justice they equivalently deserve. Only then we can truly consider ourselves as a society that upholds the values of empathy and fairness. That is all. Again, here are my 6 people. They have not left. And yeah, that's it, guys. You are free to go.